Alright, welcome to part 2 of Final Fight 3. Okay. Pretty much keep on doing what you've been doing. Except now you got the new enemies, May. Vagina Punch. Haha. And they can be a little annoying, especially later on when they have the longer health bars. That and they like to dodge and weave a lot. And once in a while they can reverse their throws. But other than that, you should have no problem with the new enemy types. And now they start putting the bigger, badder enemies all around you at the same time, like Dirk and Fat Jack and RB and later on Andor. Or Andror, whatever you want to call him. I really don't know if throwing him into the glass actually does any extra damage or not. I've never really paid attention to it. And it just kind of seems to happen randomly. And that's the end of round 3 already. What do you know? Next level, the docks. This is where the game usually starts to get a little harder for me. Not sure why. In fact, this is usually where I end up having to start using continues and things like that. And you just keep on fighting. Fighting on. Man, I don't know how this is gonna last for 5 parts, but I'll think of something to say eventually. Or I'll just eventually decide to stop narrating and put on music throughout the entire time. Cam Studio, I think, it's either that or my computer, has a lot of trouble recording the sound of these video games, and especially afterwards when it compresses it, it becomes seriously really hard to hear anything. And if you can hear it, it's just incredibly out of sync. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do with that. So yeah, let's see. These stages aren't too special. I mean, really, the only new thing you get is maybe a new enemy type every once in a while. Like, here we got Andor, finally, who's quite possibly the only real guy in this who has a good chance of killing you if you're not careful. Never go running at him, and never just go plain walking up to him, because he'll either knock you down or he'll do that weird body rush. Andor, he's a lot like Frankenstein, I guess. I don't know, there's some guy I keep wanting to say that he reminds me of. Probably a Bobo from Double Dragon. Another good beat 'em up. Although Double Dragon and Battletoads I was never very good at for some reason. Especially Battletoads. A friend and I were trying to play the original Battletoads for the NES not too long ago. And we barely made it past stage 5, I think it was. It was a tough game. You know, these fat guys, Arby, and they remind me of my uncle for some reason. Big buff biker dudes, I don't know. And more beating of women. It's kind of weird. Yeah, for a Nintendo game or a system, there were a lot of games that had you beating the crap out of women with lead pipes. Yeah, Streets of Rage did that a lot too. This game right now is kind of a break for me from Kirby Superstar. I'm probably gonna end up eventually doing Milky Way wishes, even though I really don't want to. Or some other game. If you guys got any requests or some feedback, go ahead and let me know. I'll probably end up eventually putting up a requests video. But as for now, I don't know. Just about any Super NES game, Genesis game, Game Boy, original NES, I can do. My computer sucks balls. It's incredibly old. I mean, it came out probably the same month that XP did. So that's, oh god, I don't know what, at least 5 years old or something. I mean, put it this way, when I started out, I think it only had, I think 20 gigs of memory, so. Now, Joe, these guys get annoying as hell later on, because eventually they swarm you in giant groups, especially the elevator sequence in the last level, I believe. Listening to Judas Priest. Oh yeah. Another one of those great metal bands. Alright. Next boss, Drake. I hate this guy with a passion. My first playthrough that I did on this game, playing it for the first time in probably 2 years, he kicked my ass so badly. I mean, I believe I was playing as Lucia, and I mean, I started with 4 lives and I still had to use a continue to beat him. Just cause that damn butt stomp that he does. Again, a lot like, crap, Dave, I think his name was. The first boss, anyway. They just keep using that butt stomp, and it gets hard to dodge if you're not paying attention. And he has that little super butt stomp as well. But pretty much what you want to do is just kind of stay close to him and hit him before he can jump, if possible. Which I do a horrible job at, because, like I said, there aren't really any bosses in this game I'm particularly good at. Well, and I'm finally doing damage to him. So, let's see if I can... There we go, the special. Beat him with a Hadouken if I can. Hadouken! Oh, nope. I don't know. I hate that move. Ondor has one a lot like that, where he just grabs you by the throat and chokes you for a couple good minutes, and it's annoying as hell. I feel like you could use that anchor as a weapon for this boss. It'd make things a lot easier, but for some reason only he can pick it up. I guess it's a lot like Thor's hammer. This, I can get close to beating it, but I never actually have beaten it. I don't know why, I'm just usually never trying hard enough. Here I'm just screwing around. What you gotta do is just do a bunch of jump kicks, or use his special, that tornado kick, to just beat on the windshield and the top part of that until you can beat the guy, hopefully. If you don't, it's no big worries, because either Derek or Haggard is gonna come save you right near the end as you're getting pushed off here. So, it doesn't really matter either way. There. Thank you, Haggard. Alright, I'll see you guys next time.